All right, last problem here. You have a null hypothesis where the mean is 75 versus an alternative hypothesis where the mean is not 75. Okay, where it's not equal to that, which means this is a two-tailed test. Okay, when it's not equal, it is two-tailed test. A random sample of 40 observations taken from this population produced a sample mean of 80 and a standard deviation of 6. Using a significance level of 0.01, would you reject the null hypothesis? So we want to take a look at this and say, is it Z or is it T? So we have a sample of 40 observations, and within that 40 observations, we got a mean and a standard deviation. So this is T. Okay, this is going to be a T1, which I meant to give you guys a Z1, so I think I have to make up another problem. We'll do that in a little bit. Okay, so would we reject the null in this case? So we need to get the T. So a significance level of 0.01, since it's two-tailed, I need to do 0.01 divided by 2 to get that alpha. So 0.01 divided by 2, I get 0.005. I need my degrees of freedom for my T, so that's going to be n minus 1. So my degrees of freedom, let's see, my n is 40. 40 minus 1 is 39. So I'm just going to use my T value calculator, degrees of freedom of 39, and I wrote that off. That should be a 5. There we go. Okay. Significance level, 0.005. Our T value will be 2.7079. Okay, so those are our T values. Okay, 2.7079, let me check. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that on our graph. 2.7, we'll put it over here. All right, so it's going to be two-tailed, so you're going to get a positive and a negative. So we're going to say 2.7 is probably about right here. I want it red there. And then right about here. Okay, these are your rejection regions. Whoa. There we go. Okay, so let's go through and let's get that T value here. Would we reject? Yes or no? So let's see, we have a T value. We're going to get using X bar minus the mean over standard deviation of X bar. All right, so we need the standard deviation of X bar, which is given to us by the standard deviation given in the sample over the square root of the sample size. So that standard deviation is 6, given in the problem, and the sample size is 40. So 6 over the square root of 40 is 0.9487. Okay, so that is our standard deviation of X bar, our denominator. And then X bar is your sample mean, so that's 80. And then your mean is 75. So 80 minus 75 divided by 0.9487 gives us 5.2704. Okay, where is that? That's way out here, which means it's in the rejection region. So would you reject the null hypothesis? Yes, I would. And that is your solution for number 6.